Yo, what up, y'all? Welcome back to another banger of a video. Today, we're gonna be reviewing this 10 kg bad boy that I just got from China. It's full of reps, and yeah, you know what I'm saying? We just wanna get right into that shit, into this bad boy. I'm gonna put this shit on TikTok and stuff in a summarized form, but you probably got it from TikTok. Regardless, let's get started with the video. Is it centered? Alright, so first things first, we gotta open that bad boy up. So I got my knife right here. YouTube, don't censor this. This is the haul. As you can see, we got a lot of shit right here, boy. A lot of shit that we are going to review. It's gonna take me a couple of days to go through this stuff. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff in this haul, so let's get right into it. So these ones, I think they look really good, really like one-to-one. I cannot see any flaws here. I'm gonna give you guys a good picture. They look fire, completely worth the price. If you're still buying real Air Forces in 2025, get off that shit, boy. Why the fuck are you paying like 5 times for this cheap ass shoe just to crease it and get it dirty after like 1 week? Bro, just buy it off CNFans and use my link, bro. So much cheaper, so much better, so much easier. Everything is just easier if you do that. So why would you buy it like that? Anyway, so that's what this shoe looks like on hand. Let's see what it looks like on feet. We got it on. I think it looks fire like any other Air Force. It's just a basic staple, you know what I'm saying? Just a classic. And yeah, what more can you say about Air Force Ones, bro? They're just like the classic shoe. If you think about shoes, if you think about sneakers, you think about these fucking shoes, bro. You think about Air Force Ones. That's what you do, bro. And yeah, so I strongly recommend this link. Really good link. I think they look just like real Air Forces. I can't see any difference that I know of. And yeah, so I think they look really fire. Now let's go on to the next one. All right, so now we got the Air Force One CPFM collab cactus plant flea market. These are also super fire shoes that I've been wanting for a long time. And personally, I don't see that many flaws with them, especially just looking at them, except for maybe the tongue, but I don't think that this is really a flaw. I just think that's a production variation, so almost, if not one-to-one, and nobody's gonna be able to tell that these are reps. Bro, I've never been called out that I'm wearing reps. So yeah, these are fire. A little bit more on the expensive side. That's why I'm being a little bit more critical, but that's also because they're a little bit more niche. Anyway, fire shoes, let's see them on feet. So this is what they look like on feet. Yeah, they have really long laces. I don't know if this is the same as on the original, but they're maybe a few inches, no, maybe like 2 inches longer, like a few centimeters longer than regular Air Forces, I think, or it feels like when I was lacing them. But this is not really that big of a problem, especially since they're black. Yeah, so they look pretty fire. I'd say good rating on these ones.
Worst case, you buy new laces, you still have fire shoes, bro. All right, next one. All right, so we got the Jordan 4 Top Haze. This is such a fire shoe. I've been wanting this shoe for so long, but it's such a fire shoe. Generally, this seller is just one of my favorites. I gotta glaze him for a second. If he could sponsor me, or if I could be sponsored by him, I would be sponsored by him, but I'm not sponsored by him. Yeah, so this is just a fire shoe. Y'all can see the back tab just pops up just like that, bro. Just like it's supposed to do. I think this is really close to 1-to-1. Maybe the tongue is a little off, but bro, nobody's gonna be able to tell that these are reps. And I think these shoes are 100% certified gas, bro. They're gas. And yeah, let's see what they look like on feet. All right, so this is what these shoes look like on feet. Really fire shoes. Just holy shit, these are really sexy shoes, bro. I'm getting lost just looking at them. No, but these are really fire, top tier brown shoes. I love me some brown shoes. I don't know why, but I love me some brown shoes. So strongly recommend these shoes, bro. All right, on to the next one. Now this one is probably the first one that I wouldn't recommend buying. I was gonna buy the Denim Tears Air Forces, and they sent me some rope lace Air Forces to warehouse. I got kind of confused, and what's more, they're also in the wrong size, so they don't even fit me. It's probably that I wear a big size, but still they should be supplying me with the size that I request, that's listed on the product page. So this is probably the first one that I do not recommend buying, and if you buy it, buy it at your own risk. Now I have shoes that are too small for me. I would have refunded if I were you, but because I want to review as many reps as possible for you guys, I did not refund. If you look past that though, really good quality Air Forces still. Only problem is I didn't ask for rope lace Air Forces. Anyway, so that's it. Next product. All right, so next up we got these dirt cheap soccer or football jerseys, or they're just random jerseys really from random teams, random sports, and they're dirt cheap. That's why I'm buying them. Maybe not the best quality, but they're dirt cheap, so they're great to go to the gym in. 18 yen for one of these. That's unbeatable. And you get a random one, but still, that's a really good price, I feel like.
All right, so this is what one of them looks like on me. I'm approximately 187 centimeters tall, approximately 87 kg. So if you're around 90, 80 kg, 180 to 190 kg, you should probably get an XL in these jerseys. All right, next one. Keep in mind there are some sizing variations though. So next one. All right, so next up we got these Supreme joggers right here. I thought they were fire looking like from the quality and stuff, and I can't see any flaws with them. The tags, everything looks pretty good. The only thing that was a problem for me was they're too short for me. So maybe size up if you buy these. I'm pretty tall though, so yeah, I'm gonna display the size I got. I don't remember, but yeah. So if you're like 6 foot plus, you should probably get large size on these, because else they're gonna be pretty short for your legs. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna give this away to somebody or whatever. All right, next one. Just a quick tip. Every time you get a haul, it does not hurt to get some Nike socks. Why? Because they're so much cheaper if you get them as reps, and there's literally no difference in the quality or anything. So I strongly recommend you get Nike socks, because these socks are like the same quality, same everything as regular Nike socks, and they're just much cheaper. They're like 20% of the original price, and they weigh practically nothing. So, all right, next item. All right, we got this Supreme t-shirt. I'd say really fire quality, everything. The fabric feels really good. Heavyweight tee, you know, just oversized tee. I got it a little bit too big, so just go true to size with this one. You usually have to size up with China stuff, I know, but just go true to size. Follow the sizing chart, whatever. All right, fire t-shirt. Next up, we got this Denim Tears hoodie. Just a fire hoodie, you know, good quality, good fit. Long arms, everything was all right with this hoodie, and I think you should go true to size on this one. So that's a fire hoodie for you. All right, y'all, that was everything for this haul. Let me know in the comments down below what I can do better, what things you'd like me to review next, and without further ado, I'd like to tell you, you can use my code K4Fits on CNFans to get a discount. Highly recommended. It's just free money. Please use that. Use my sign up link too, of course, to get free money basically on CNFans. And without further ado, every item that is mentioned in this video is of course available in my reviewed items down below. And that was everything, folks. So until I see you in the next rep review, peace out, y'all.